Ryan Garcia is set to fight Devin Haney on April the 20th, but these last couple of weeks have been extremely worrying for Ryan. He's been going on a social media rampage, exposing the deep, dark secrets of the world. People are either calling him completely crazy and saying he's having a manic episode, or saying that he's speaking the truth and people aren't ready to accept it. People need to listen. Now, I'll warn you all, Ryan has been saying some pretty wild stuff, and for the sake of YouTube, everything that we're covering in today's video are the opinions of Ryan's, and I'm here to simply report on what he's been saying. Ryan's been posting a lot of religious stuff on his Instagram and Twitter lately, which I'm all for, and doesn't exactly come across like a red flag or anything weird. But at the press conference for Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney, that's when Ryan started to look a little bit out of it. He was kind of spaced out. He was making weird facial expressions. It was kind of like he was on drugs. It started off with Devin Haney accusing him of taking cocaine. Ryan went on to defend himself.
I want to lift the room up with the energy of inviting the Holy Spirit in here to lead what I should say. So that's what I'm going to do. You know, I want to invite the Holy Spirit to come into this room and fill this room with peace and just to be really direct.
What the happens to your voice?
So at the end of the day, I've been screaming for these promos, but I'm not even going to react. At the end of the day, you know, I want to clarify some
Stop
things.
the coke. It's fucking up your voice.
I want to clarify some things. I want to clarify some things. I don't do cocaine. I would do a live drug test.
What do you do?
I would do a
What do you
live
do?
drug test.
What do you do?
I drink and I smoke weed, and so has the majority of this room. So has the majority of this room.
What kind of example are you for the younger generation watching this? Talking about you drinking, you smoke weed,
Weed is legal,
making
bro.
that cool.
Bro,
The younger generation look up to us. What are you talking about? Why are you
Weed's
trying to
fire.
publicize you drink? Whatever you do behind closed
I don't know
doors,
what
you do
he's
behind
talking
closed
about.
doors.
Anyways,
But why are
at the
you
end
trying
of
to?
the
It's
day-
young kids.
Hey.
It's young kids watching us. It's young kid watching us.
Mom, you good, Mom? Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
It's people watching us. What are you talking
Yeah, that part. You finally got somebody raising your hand saying, I'm real. I'm like this. I do drink. I do smoke. Now what? It's okay. Guess what? We all have our flaws and we all evolve as people.
So the reason Devin Haney is giving him a hard time for taking drugs is because Ryan Garcia was on Instagram Live smoking, which got people a little bit worried, especially with the fight being a few weeks away. Drinking and smoking this close to a fight isn't a good idea, especially when you've got a fight coming up against someone as good as Devin Haney.
Look at, I'm 25 years old. You got to remember, the weight of the world sometimes feels like it's on my shoulders. I don't know how many people have been 25 years old and made $100 million in their life and can do whatever they want. I want to see what you would do in my shoes. Probably a lot more than some weed.
And let's give Ryan the benefit of the doubt. He does have a point. He's only 25 and he's made $100 million. He's a good looking lad. He's an athlete. He's got the world at his feet. He can do pretty much anything he wants. He can have any girl he wants. It's hard to say no to all these things and have that level of self-control that it takes to be a world champion. There are so many vices when you are at that age with that much money. If you're not mentally stable or you've got some sort of childhood trauma, it can break you and turn you into a monster. Mike Tyson was a former example of this. Conor McGregor and John Jones can also be used as examples of fighters who have a lot of money and going off the hinges a bit. Now, this is where Ryan goes a bit deeper.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, I want to invite you guys. I'm going to try to make it short. What happened in my life as a little baby. As a little baby. Then after that, my family loses everything. We're sleeping in cars. 5 kids, 1 bedroom with a dream. And with God, we just let God lead our life. And through that whole process, I grinded and I earned everything I have today. I earned it. Nobody gave me a handout. I never had money. You know, I'm really a small town boy.
So he said he was abused as a little baby, which is pretty heavy to drop at a press conference. Now, a lot of people were making this press conference out to be a big deal, that Ryan wasn't in his right mind. But after being a few days removed from it, I don't think Ryan was being too crazy here. Apart from what he said about being abused as a baby, there's nothing really extreme going on here. I think what we're potentially seeing is a young man with a lot of pressure on his shoulders, who's got a lot of stuff on his mind, but not someone who's having a mental breakdown yet. But one thing which was really notable to me when I was watching this press conference, and you can't see this from all angles, you can only see it when the video is close up to Ryan's face. His face and his nose was twitching every few seconds. He was like this. It's almost like he's being on the coke. These face twitches that he was doing, didn't seem normal and could be side effects of substance abuse or maybe just extremely high stress levels. And speaking of high stress levels, there are also rumors going around that Ryan Garcia could be in $1 million of debt from gambling. If that's true, it could explain why he's stressed or potentially taking heavier drugs or drinking a lot. Now, this behavior from Ryan could also be interpreted as marketing for the fight. Let's get a bunch of eyes on me, and then when I start training for the fight, everyone's going to be talking about me. It's marketing 101. Negative news sells and travels a lot further than positive news. And we all know fighters who do weird stuff like this and who say weird things on the build-up to fights. Colby Covington being a perfect example of this. But then things started getting even heavier when he jumped on a Twitter call with Andrew Tate, where he spoke about the dark secrets of the elites. And just so you're aware, I had to censor this heavily.
Bro, you know the higher elites, bro. You already know who they are, bro.
You know the path
Andrew,
you're going down is dangerous, my friend. That's what I'm worried about.
I don't give a they can't touch me. I'm with God.
When I first heard that, I thought that Ryan said, I'm with God, but he didn't. He said, I'm a God. Now, Ryan, for someone who is incredibly religious, you need to tone down that blasphemy, my friend.
Well, that's the first point of contention because I care about you a lot, and I can assure you from my own personal experience that they can touch you, which is the
Bro,
worst part
no, they
about it.
can't, bro. All right, so come touch me.
You have
I
proof
don't
of these
give
things. You have proof of this on your phone?
Yes, of course I do. The you talking about? Of course. If Alex could get a video from the Grove, of course I could.
Now, I don't really like how Ryan Garcia is talking here. He does sound a little bit more erratic and out of his mind. He's being very confrontational towards Tate when Tate's just asking some basic questions. And you can tell by the pauses after Ryan Garcia has stopped talking that Tate wants to say certain things, but he's biting his tongue. Ryan's almost coming across disrespectful here. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. I just don't really like his tonality and the way that he's speaking to Tate when Tate's just trying to help.
Well, I have to be careful what I say because I'm in the middle of a judicial process right now.
You want me to
Well,
get you out of it? I can help you.
bro, my door gets kicked in if I say what I'm thinking.
Okay, well I can help you get out of it if you want. I know people.
Oh,
And this is how I know that Ryan Garcia is going a little bit crazy and that he's not in his right mind. Because for anyone who's kept up to date with the whole Andrew Tate court case, you'll know that it's a big process that he's got to go through. Although he's free at the moment, he's still got to fight the case in court. But Ryan Garcia comes along and says, I know people, do you want me to help you get out of it? A little bit delusional there by Ryan. And you can even see the way Tate just laughs it off. Because believe it or not, Andrew Tate has got a lot more money than Ryan Garcia. He's got access to the best lawyers possible and the best legal team possible. Oh, but Ryan Garcia's going to free Andrew Tate. I don't think so.
tell everyone at home then. Start from the beginning. When did this happen? Where did this happen? What exactly did you see? Why have you tweeted the things you've tweeted? Let people at home understand you a little
Because
bit more.
I don't give a bro. They me, right? I was 2 years old. They me.
Damn. And that's where Ryan Garcia drops the bomb. Just straight up said there that he was as a 2-year-old kid. And people are laughing and joking about this and saying that Ryan Garcia is lying, which is bad because if someone says something like this, especially if a man says it, we have to listen and take them at the word.
You know, there's going to be people who believe you're just saying this because you've, I don't know, had a mental breakdown or taken drugs and you're repeating some
Of
of the
course.
things you've said on the internet. And
Guess
so they're
what?
going to not believe you unless you come
Give
at
me
it
the
very
drug test then,
coherently.
Andrew. Andrew, I'll go to Romania and take a drug test in front of your face.
Bro, you don't want to come here. you don't need Romanian jail. It's bad for your fight camp.
And Ryan Garcia offers to go to Romania to do a drug test in front of Andrew Tate. You don't need to prove to Andrew Tate that you're not on drugs. Andrew Tate doesn't care. Ryan is definitely high AF on this call.
I'm just asking, like, you're gonna have to tell a far more coherent story from start to finish for people to truly understand that what you're saying happened is what you saw, and that this is not some sort of episode or anything else. This is my advice to you as a brother. I'm trying to make it, if you want people to believe you, you're going to have to come along and explain from the absolute beginning exactly how it happened, who was involved, how you got there, what car you were in, where you were standing, everything.
That's some really great advice by Andrew Tate there. If you want people to take you serious, Ryan, then you need to sit down and make a little bit more sense. If you can't tell a coherent story, people won't take you at your word. But Ryan doesn't listen.
Of course they're gonna want that, and I have all the information possible.
Okay, so when you're releasing it, how are you releasing it? Or are you keeping it for yourself? Because it looks like you don't want to keep it for yourself.
I don't. At the right time, I'm gonna release all of it. But at the right time, I'm gonna do it. They're already calling me to tell me to stop. I don't give a
And that's pretty much it for the call. So after that, Ryan Garcia starts going on a tweeting spree. He posted this about Jake Paul.
I can't do this shit. I feel so bad for introducing Jake Paul to boxing. I f***ed up. I can't allow this to happen. I can't. He's disrespecting my sport. He's disrespecting everything. I don't know. Call my team, Jake. Fuck you.
Now, it sounded like Ryan Garcia had some sort of horror film on in the background there. And then he posted this about Jake. I can't take this ish no more. Then he posted this video clearing things up. Well, thank you very much, Ryan, because we need to know where all this is coming from. So let's see what Ryan says here.
Hey guys, it's me, Ryan. I'm coming on here to explain what's going on. I'm not in possession of my phone. I can't get access to my Instagram. My cards are locked. And I'm just being real, I'm being real taken advantage. And I personally wanted just to send out a video to the people that love me and my fans and family that's concerned that I'm okay. I'm not dead. I believe in Jesus. All those are lies. And, they try to put me in jail. They're blocking my cards. I can't access my money. Nobody's hitting me back. I don't know what's going on, but just know I'm okay. Look.
Okay, so he didn't really clear anything up there. I've seen a few people say that he's lying because how else was he able to post this on his Twitter account when he said he hasn't got access to his phone? Well, have you ever thought that he could have filmed it on someone else's phone and then logged into his Twitter account on their phone and posted it that way? That's always a plausible explanation. I'll always try and play devil's advocate. So then here he tweeted a bunch, have I said one lie though? And then he posted this about the Grove. I won't say the full words just in case I get restricted. If you don't know what the Grove is, then go and do some research. I promise you will be down the rabbit hole for God knows how long. But it's basically a Satan worshipping ceremony for elites, politicians, high-up celebrities. They do all rituals and apparently they do sacrifices. Whether they're real or not, I don't know. Alex Jones exposed this years ago. And there's the footage of the Grove that Alex Jones took in 2000. You can go and watch it on Ryan Garcia's Twitter if you want. So this was all on March the 6th. He clearly had a lot on his mind. I'm changing the Pope's name to Poop. Don't know what that's about. And then he tweeted this, which I'll have to censor, basically exposing what's going on in the world. And then he absolutely goes in. I mean, there's not much I can really say. I'm going to have to censor all of this, but you can go and look at his Twitter timeline and see what he's talking about. And also, fair play to him for talking about this stuff. He's exposing the dark secrets of the elites. Now, 3 days ago, he posted this on his Instagram.
Here to announce my return back to Instagram. Now, over these past couple days, you guys have seen some pretty intense things. I understand what they are and I understand what they look like. But I'm coming back to announce I'm not going to speak on any other topic other than boxing, sports, and my fight. That's the only thing I'm going to be talking about. And I'm training for this fight. I want everybody to know this fight's still on. 420, 5 weeks of super focus. I have PBD helping me in this camp and many other warriors. So I thank you guys for the support. And I'll see you guys on 420.
Take a look at his eyes. He looks very spaced out. And let's look at what people are saying. Someone said here, I truly don't get how guys don't see what's truly happening to him. And what he means is because Ryan has said that he's seen some disturbing stuff that goes on within these elite circles and it's messed with his mind and he has exposed them all. But then someone said this, humiliation ritual at its finest. And what that guy means is this. Jesus wore the crown when he got crucified and was publicly humiliated. Seems like the elite are making a mockery of it whilst forcing him to be silent. Regardless of what you believe, what you guys think about this, is Ryan Garcia being controlled by the elites? It seems like most people think this. This is the humiliation ritual. Notice how he's wearing a crown. They're making him mock God. They're silencing him, y'all. Bro got that Glock pointing at him. Them elites paid a visit. This is pretty interesting, and the deeper down the Ryan Garcia rabbit hole we go, the more I think to myself, is he being controlled? Is he being silenced? Because he is speaking out against all the stuff that goes on in the world that these elites don't want you to know about. Anyway, something that's a little bit more boxing related. Ryan Garcia posted this clip of him training. Let's take a look. To me, he looks pretty solid, but everyone's under the impression that Ryan Garcia doesn't look fast and that he's being cloned. Someone said, yeah, this cloned Ryan's hook don't look too fast, and Ryan's pretty notorious for having a really fast hook. Someone said they silenced him, and this guy said, is it just me or the hook is not as fast as it was? Someone else agreed with this, saying, looking slow, the reptile people swapped him. Someone said, that's not Ryan, his movement looks way different, so does his face. His jab looks off too, they got him. Now here's the thing, people will often look into stuff too much, and, you know, I'm a sucker for a good conspiracy theory, but I've still got a rational part of my brain. Ryan looks decent here. He's only just started training again after however many months off. He's probably being hammered in the drink, hammered in the weed. So his first couple sessions back, he's not going to have the same level of explosiveness. He's still going to be finding his technique again. It does take a couple sessions to find your flow and find your rhythm, but regardless, he looks good. He's doing heavy bag work. He's not going for speed. He's going for power. Now, if he was doing combinations and drills on the mitts, he would probably look a little bit faster, but he's doing heavy bag work here. People can say that he looks bad, but this is from 3 weeks ago, and he said raw footage of day one. And let's see how he looks.
I don't look like that. I don't look like that. I don't look like that. Come on. Does he look tough? Show me you tough.
I mean, that hook looks pretty fast to me. So what do you guys think of this? Is Ryan Garcia going through a mental breakdown right now? Does he need serious help? Is this all marketing? Or has he got genuine trauma, saying that he was raped when he was 2 years old and he's just under a lot of pressure and stressed, maybe at the end of his tether, and just feels compelled to speak out about this stuff? Has he been shown some horrible, brutal videos of the stuff that these elites do at these private parties, and he can't stay silent about it? I don't know. It's a hard one to judge. You guys let me know what you think down below. Make sure you like this video. Appreciate you all tuning in. See you tomorrow.